Hey everybody, how you doing? Can you hear me? I have a little music playing in the back, and hopefully it's not too loud. Hi, Miss Jones, or M Jones, I should say. Um, oh man, it's so good to see you guys coming in here. What's going on, Janelle, Regina, Kaja? How are you? So I'm so glad to be back with you. I have been gone. I was working on a HBO movie in Maui, Hawaii, and we were working like 6 days a week. So my Saturday get cute while quarantine got interrupted. It was good interruption because I really enjoyed my work and I loved being away from this place for a minute and being in Maui. But yeah, and then I had another job after that. I don't want to be bragging about all that. I'm grateful, but I'm really grateful to be back with you here and to see you. And we're gonna talk some hair. I got some stuff to share with y'all because I'm embarking on my journey again to grow my hair out. And there's so many things I've noticed about it. Hey, Alexandra. Yes, I was working with Mr. Kravitz. Thank you. But y'all, I'm trying to like really grow my hair so that I could get some braids and ultimately go back to my locks. I used to have locks. And I had them for like 9 years. What's up, Kiki from France? Thank you, Charisse. And I had my locks for a while, and then after a while, I don't know if you guys realize this, but your hair always lets you know when it's ready to move on from something or it's over it. I think it's the body, not even just the hair. So when I had my locks, after a while, basically, they started breaking. It just was like out of here. And they got maybe, I would say they came about to my bra strap. And I noticed when I would drive down the street and I'm leaning back on them, I'm turning my head, it was stretching the lock and breaking the lock. So I cut it and then they kept doing what they were doing. Long story shorter, my hair let me know it was over the locking process. So I haven't seen locks in about 15, 20 years maybe. Damn, I'm getting old. That's okay. Getting better. Anyway, I'm going back to locks and I'm also going through menopause and I have gray hair, which is going to be silver like my mom's. I look forward to that. But I think what I'm noticing, because sometimes you guys will write to me and we'll talk about the silver hair, the gray hair, and I don't think that anyone can truly understand what you're going through until they're in the midst of it. Okay. So I knew what I knew about gray hair and silver hair, but I didn't know what I know now as it relates to my hair and my hair texture. Okay. And so what? Okay, Miss Jones, you were right about that. You've had silver hair since you were 11. Really? The entire front of your hairline is all white now. Wow. That's incredible. That actually, I mean, I don't know what you look like, but I would have thought you were some kind of superhero as a kid. I would have been looking at it like, oh my God, that's incredible. Um, and it doesn't run in your family. So we'll talk about that. So, but what I noticed was basically that in my silver hair, in my menopause, um, my hair is dry, y'all. My hair is going through through it. My hair is going through it. I'm about to start this live on Instagram real quick. But yeah, my hair has been kind of like not really digging what's happening. And also, I will say this. Um, I also noticed that the weather, the water, like, so being in LA, for whatever reason, my hair is so much drier in LA than all the places I've been. So the fact that I'm growing out my little Caesar cut that I had, hey, everybody from Instagram, you're joining Get Cute While Quarantine with Felicia Leatherwood. and I've been missing for a couple of months because I was working on a film, just to catch y'all up. Anyway, we're talking about what I'm noticing in terms of my hair journey and what's going on with my hair being gray and having color and going through menopause. So my hair has just been dry. I have a whole kitchen sink of stuff sitting here. I got oils, I got butters, I got hair vitamins, I got it all. And I haven't started taking any hair vitamins because I already take supplements very regularly, and the things that I take are really good for the body's well being. But I've been using oils, I've been using serums, I'm doing black Jamaican castor oil, I'm doing all the things that I always tell you guys to do. But now I'm going through it, and what I'm discovering is I don't like oily stuff. I don't like oily stuff, y'all. I Oils are good for us, but I feel like for me, I don't like my sheets oily. I don't like my pillowcase oily. I don't want to I'm always conscious about when I put oil on what I'm up against, and I like to put my hands kind of like this. And a lot of times, then there's the oil, and you're touching everything with this oil. So I got to figure out what is the perfect solution for me, trying to grow my hair, trying to keep it moisturized and not oily, but healthy. And as a hairstylist for over 20 something years, it is very interesting to me that I am now experiencing what I often talk to y'all about going through. So I'm here on Zoom Live, and I have Instagram open as well. You guys can definitely come join the conversation at askfelicia.com, and you can register because I'm going to open this up so that y'all can give me feedback and ask me questions about things that you're going through. But I just really wanted to share with you my short journey of the last couple of months in this pandemic of growing my hair out. And do y'all remember I was parting my hair here for a long time, right? Just over and over with my Caesar cut. So now there's this permanent part. My hair is just like, And I got a bald spot. I'm being very transparent. I mean, to y'all, you might not really think it's much, but I see that bald spot, y'all. I do. And I don't know if the bald spot is menopause or if the bald spot is wearing the scarves, because I know sometimes when I'm tying the scarf, my wrap, I will tie kind of tight and maybe my hair got caught. So these are things that we got to think about. Most of the scarves that I have been wearing, they have been like the loose pre-made scarves. I get these at the beauty supply, for a few dollars, and they're pretty loose, and I'll wear them like this, you know, or I'll take like a little piece of hair. I think I did a video and posted it, but I'll take a little piece of hair, and if I want to embellish it a little bit, and this is kind of like this is a messed up clip in that I have not combed out, but if you want, you can just kind of take the hair. Y'all know about this. This is nothing new, but for anybody who's never seen it, just kind of take it and I put it in there like that. And this one's a little different. I have one that's a little bit longer, and I twist it and I make a little puffy little situation right here like this. Now, a couple of y'all had asked me, what about if the wind blows? And I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna make sure this thing is on in case the wind does blow. The best way to make sure it's on is to put a stocking cap on it and then put it on and then put your wrap on. But I'm just doing something real quick just to show y'all what's up. All right, let's get back to reality, because I know y'all, this is cute, but let's get to the real real. And the real real is what's happening right here. This is the real real, right? So sometimes I will take a little bit of butter and I put it on. And I know you guys, you often don't know how much product to use right? So you don't really know, like, okay, when I'm using this product, why does my hair still feel dry? I'm gonna go over a few things with you real quick before I open it up for questions. Um, so when your hair feels dry, a lot of times it could be the product doesn't work for your texture, or you didn't use enough. And the best way to gauge how much to use is, I always like to start in small sections. Ooh, she's kind of high up on the. Hold on, let me bring her down a bit. I'm like, how did you get up this high? Did I do this to you? All right, here we go. Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking that this doll head got her own mind, because unless I'm just having memory lapse every now and then, she'll be turned this way when I know I done turned her this way. I don't try to think about that too much. Anyway, so the best way to apply your products, whether you are doing a wash and go, a twist out, whatever you're doing, if you're using a cream, if you're using a gel, whatever it is to take small sections, y'all. Don't try to do too much hair, because your hair might be really thick and it may not want you to just go like this and do that and leave. That's lazy. Don't do that to yourself, okay? So take smaller sections. And when I say small, this is a nice section. I think this is a pretty good section of hair. And usually, depending on the hairstyle you do, you either wet it down, or maybe you're starting with your hair wet already, or maybe you're starting dry. The trick is, no matter where you're starting, make sure that you go on the top and underneath and massage it into the hair. On top, underneath, and massage it, and pay attention to the ends, because that's where the sun goes and splits that up the strand and tears your hair up. And then you end up, when you're taking out your double strand twist, you guys are ripping them from the root. The ends are already split, so it's breaking them more. And you don't want to do that. So you massage it in. But when you go from the top and underneath, you can feel if the hair has enough product on it. You can usually tell. And if you need a little more, take a little more. Don't take a whole lot and slap it on. And when you're twisting it, it's oozing out the twist. Don't do that. It's not necessary. But if you go on top and start, less is more, and underneath, and then massage it in, you want to make sure it disappears in the hair. Now, her hair is dry, and I believe I put probably a little bit of a gel on before. So you will get this. If you use a product on a Monday and then you go back on a Wednesday and that product is something you've never matched or cocktail with another product before, you might get some of this residue sitting there, and you don't want that. You never want to see the product on the hair when you leave the house. Okay. So you massage it in. And if it doesn't massage into the strands, that means that that product is not for your texture. It should melt into the hair strands like so. There. See how that just kind of, and her hair is dry, like I said. And if you are looking to twist your hair out and you don't like the shrinkage because you're twisting it when it's wet, do it dry. It'll stretch it right out. And you don't even have to use a blow dryer, so you're not getting heat damage. So a lot of this stuff you guys already know. I repeat myself, but practice makes perfect. And I have to repeat myself because there may be something you missed, or there may be something that you missed. Usually it's something you miss. I have so many people like, you said to do this, and I'm going, wait a minute, I know I didn't say to do that, because I repeat myself so much. I know that I did not tell y'all to go hang upside down to grow your hair. That was YouTube. But I will tell you that if you want your twist to be longer without using heat, do it on dry hair. It works better. All right. Now let's talk a little bit about gels and creams, because people get a little mad when they use a gel and they'll say, oh, it made my hair hard and crispy and I didn't like it. I like the definition. I didn't like the way my hair felt. Or they'll use a cream and go, oh, I had to go back and redo my hair. It didn't last. it felt good, but it didn't last. So the difference between the gel and the cream. Gel is meant to hold that definition, hold that texture. It's going to feel a little hard or crispy at times, depending on the product, because they may have a high level of alcohol ingredients in that particular mousse or gel that's making it a little bit crispy and hard, but it's going to hold the definition. Not all gels are supposed to feel crispy and hard. You don't have to experience that. And I'll talk to you about a few that are really nice, moisturizing, and give you a wonderful level of hydration and softness. Creams. Creams are meant for you to have hydration, seal in the hair, and have this really soft, fluffy, nice twist out. But creams won't last like gels. So if you use a cream to twist your hair, chances are you're going to have to redo it maybe a day or two later, because cream is more of a softening, hydrating. So it's not going to hold it like the gel does. So that's between the difference between cream and gel. I'm not telling you that you have to use either one. I feel like people with texture twos and threes, which is wavy and curly hair, can use gels and rinse them out very easily and not deal with the shrinkage or the dryness the way texture fours do. I'm a 4C, and if I use a gel, it has to really have a nice serum mixed in with it. Otherwise, my hair will fall out. It'll get dry, crispy, and start to shed. Um, but like I said, texture threes, and I'm not a three, can use a gel no problem. Creams, texture fours like creams and butters, right? Some of us have been able to use gels. I know you guys like Eco Styler, um, Aunt Jackie's flaxseed gel, which I love, Obia Naturals, different gels like this. And so gels, yes, gels that you like to use and you can use if you're 4A or soft 4B, fine, no problem. If you got it on lock, stick with that. But for me, the cream is where I go. So, can you get a product that has a combination of a cream and a gel? Yes, you can. I found a Lodia and Obia Naturals are the two that give you that cream and that gel combo where it doesn't completely dry your hair out. Your hair feels soft, it looks hydrated, and it looks moisturized. And so that's a Lodia. Anybody able to type in, please do so. I do not have my trusty assistant today. So that's, if you don't mind, thank you, Janelle, typing in a Lodia, and you can Google them or you can go, I think it's a lodiahaircare.com and obeanaturals.com. And they have wonderfully given me a code where you get a discount. I believe Obia Naturals discount is Love Hair. That's what it is. It's Love Hair. And then Elodia's is Felicia, FELICIA 20. And I think you get about a 20% discount. But it's also on askfelicia.com. You can go and look to find the code. Um, and so I love those two. Like I said, the gel for me from Obia would be the custard. Okay. It's the curling custard. The cream gel from Alodia is it's called the cream gel. So it's not hard to find. Thank you, Janelle, for putting that in. So that's that. And let's get into some questions. Who would like to actually come on camera? Because I know, Kaja, you want to come on camera? Okay. Because I know that, let me find you here. This is always my wonderful challenge, is like finding everybody and popping you in and popping you out. Kaja, where are you? And so while I'm working this out, there you are there. I wanted to know if you guys, how you doing even in this pandemic of like, trying to figure out your hair. Like, Are y'all still holding it down? Because we thought we were cool, we could go out, and then everybody ran to the salon and stuff and was creeping up on their hairstylist in her backyard, and they locked us down. So I don't know. Okay, panelists and attendees, I think I am going to press something and hope that this works, but it may not. Um, so let me, uh-oh. And I haven't been on Zoom in a minute. So sometimes it'll do weird stuff. I see a couple of questions too. I see you, M. Jones, about the biggest. Okay, so while I'm still trying to get you on here, Kaja, let me answer this question. M. Jones, your biggest issue is dealing with scar and alopecia. The treatment really dries out your hair. Okay. Your hair is also fine and low density. It can handle a lot of products. Do you have any suggestions on what you could do? And you also adverse to a lot of oil. Okay. So, M. Jones, so you have scar and alopecia, and you were saying the treatment really dries out your hair. Um, and you also have fine hair and low density. So I'm thinking, because like I told you, I'm going through it with my hair being dry right now. It's very interesting. But I'm wondering if one of the answers would be for you to try the rice water rinse and see if, because what the rice water rinse does is it it will, when it sits overnight, it ferments, which is like a probiotic for your cuticle, for your hair. And when it ferments, that fermentation actually helps to build the amino acids stronger in the cuticle layers of your hair. So it is known to strengthen hair, grow hair. It's not oily. Um, I don't even feel like it. I mean, I tried it a couple of times on some people and it was really good on some clients. And I felt like the hair was super shiny and it brought the hair out. But I think that if you're gonna try it, you should put it on a small section of your hair. That's what I think. Just don't do all all of it. Kasha, I'm still trying to figure out how to get you in here. And I think I may have changed some settings, which is why I'm all, because usually it's so easy just to bring bring y'all in. But I'm gonna still keep trying. Um, and we're gonna be here for at least until 2:30 today too. And Kasha, if I can't bring you in, you might have to type it. There's like a Q&A section on the bottom. If you guys see around the bottom, you move your mouse around and you can also ask questions that way. So I want to, all right. Cherry, you used, I just used your brush today and thought you had all the knots out, but I guess not. I had to put more conditioner on and use a comb and then the brush. Any suggestions? Yeah, I would love to see your hair. So if you use the brush today and you still had knots, you probably need a trim. That's number one. Yeah, probably need a trim. And I feel like that is the number one answer most of the time, is that that trim is needed. And we've been, on lockdown. So how you gonna get a trim? But definitely try the trim and also put a little more conditioner in. And where are you starting to brush your hair? Are you starting in the middle of the strands, or are you starting at the end, or are you starting at the root? Make sure you start at the end. Don't take too much hair and work your way back. Because sometimes we take too much hair, it gets kind of weird. Um, I'm gonna go back to the hand question. Braising. I think that you put your hand up and it comes up as a Q&A. I'm getting smart. Ha. Okay, Nadine, you got your hair braided, box braids on 10/23, and today is 7 weeks in a day. Oh, girl, You no, you cannot go to Christmas. Okay, Nadine, I'm about to get you. No, you do not leave your braids in for you see October. We're in December. I don't know, Nadine. I'm that scares me a little bit, but I don't know your texture. Okay, so we're going back to textures again. I'm 4C. You seen the chart 4C, right? 4C means if I leave braids in past 6 weeks, for me, when I take them out, I'm going to lose so much hair. And my hair gets this little knot at the base, that's a little lint knot. And if you don't take that out properly, you lose so much hair. It just gets tangled. And if you are sweating, if you sweat a lot, if you're working out and you have those braids in, that sweat has sodium in it, which is salt. And when it dries, it's going to lock your hair at the base. So I do not advise that you keep them in till Christmas. I don't want to tell you to do that. Enter at your own risk on that one, girl. But I don't want to, yeah, I don't want to suggest you do that. Um, Trying to get a retouch. Oh, I think I figured out how to get you in here, Kaja. Think we on it. We're getting there. And I see a few other people also want to come in. Okay. Kaja, do you want to? I'm promoting you so that you can get in here with me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can I see you or not?
It says you can't start your video because the host has stopped it.
Well, let me see what they talking about.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna make you a host with me, and then I can see you,
Okay.
and then I hopefully I can figure out how to get you back out. Okay. Did it let you? There you are. Hey, look at
Hi.
you. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good to
Listen,
see you back.
I know. I'm here. I was gone working, but I am back.
Yes.
I'm trying to get like you with this hair.
Oh, it's a labor of love. So I'm almost to 2 years post Big Chop. I've done a few rounds of braids during the quarantine as a protective style, but I noticed that like right before we braid it, we would wash it and then just blow it out just a little bit to, be able to braid it easily. So when I took the braids down, my hair had been blown before that. And I've always had fine hair my whole life. But I don't know if you can see this picture. I was shocked at the degree of fineness
Oh yeah.
when the braids came out. It just was like a wispy, cottony, where this is like day 5 of a twist out.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's good at day 5, but on days 0 through 3,
Yeah.
there ain't a lot happening. So I don't know how to combat that natural texture of my hair and that fineness, because I don't want to always have to do my hair like 4 days before I want to show up somewhere so that it looks decent.
Okay, so with natural hair, um, and understand. Okay, remember when you wore your hair straight before, right?
Like relaxer, you mean?
Like, or yeah, just in some point of your life, you had your hair straight. Do you
Yes.
remember how when you left the salon, it was bomb for like that first 3 days, that first 3, 4 days? It was like, ooh, that first week.
Not me. Them first few days, it would be a limp, flat mess. And it would be maybe weeks 2 or 3 that it would get good.
Okay, so natural hair is like that.
Okay.
Natural hair is 3 days, 4 days later, that's when you have it where you're like, I love it. Right here is where I love it. When we used to have our hair straightened back in the day, you left the salon and you had those first 3, 4 days where you loved your hair. And then after that, it got limp and oily and whatever. With natural hair, it takes a while to settle. So after 3, 4 days, it's right where you want it to be. It's right where you want it to be. And I feel like when you know your hair and know like that day that hits that you love it the most, that's what you should stick to. Like it, there's no, situation where you can say, oh, I'm gonna use this product and it's gonna give me day 4 hair today. I
No.
haven't found that yet. but there might be some people out here who know and they can suggest it, but I haven't found that product. If you have fine hair, you know your hair and you know like when it changes and starts to give you the look you want versus when it changes and starts to give you like more frizz, and then you're like, okay, I got to do something. So stick with that regimen because that's your hair's regimen, if that makes sense.
Okay. And the regimen has been helpful, the rice water and the Jamaican black castor oil. Although I have started to find that Jamaican black castor oil makes my scalp itch. And I thought, well, maybe that's the growth. Maybe that's a good thing. If I put it on Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm itching. It always will be the next
Oh,
day.
it is the growth and it is annoying, and I'm not telling you to keep doing that. I'm not going to say it. Okay, deal with the itch. I don't like itchy scalp. And I had the same situation. I was trying this other oil. I can't even say the name. Sache, Iche, some oil like from somewhere across the waters. And I was studying it and it makes hair grow. But when I put it on my hair, my scalp went crazy itching.
Mm.
And I was like, and then I told my brother, say, try this and tell me if you feel anything. And he didn't feel anything. So I said, okay, so it's me, you know. And I remember growing up, my scalp would get inflamed, easily inflamed, very sensitive scalp, very tender. So I can't do what other people do and just put whatever. I couldn't wear relaxers. I had to get press, press and curl.
Mhm.
So, everybody's trying to call me because I haven't been doing QQ by quarantine in a few months. So they don't know the schedule. But anyway, so yeah, the Jamaican castor oil just may do that. Just may make you feel like that. And maybe have you tried to use just a little bit, like a little thin layer in the palm of your hand?
No, I have the pointed tip bottle where I'm
Yeah,
like
like this.
going, yes,
So change
going
that.
through.
Put
Okay.
it in your hand and then take a little and rub it in the areas because you may be putting too much on.
Okay.
That could be, I would try to at least control it that way because, yeah.
Okay. Well, I won't be blowing it out anytime soon because I was shocked at what I saw when I just had to like the spider webs, I called it.
Oh,
But that's just the texture. I was looking to make sure the ends weren't split. I'm not getting a lot of hair, like shed hair when I'm taking my braids out. So I don't think it's thinning in that way or breaking in that way, but it just is the natural texture of my hair.
okay. So I don't, um, Joel, I am currently doing a webinar at my home and you are now on with all of us. There are 100 women here on Zoom, and you interrupted everybody else on Instagram, but it's a good interruption. It's my friend Joel. He's wonderful. I will call you back. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. The phone was ringing. Hey, what's up, style icon? Okay, so I think to take just a little thin layer and try it that way. But
Okay.
let me tell you what's been working for me. And I
Mhm.
know a lot of people would be like, why? But I grew up with old school grease, y'all. It's not for everybody. Everybody cannot just put oil, like straight up grease on their hair. But I think my scalp likes grease. I know it's, I'm the hairstylist telling you not, be natural, but so the grease of choice for me that helps me is not nature's blessing. And nature's blessing is actually good. Somebody said Vaseline works for them. I mean, we still talk about Vaseline, so it's a staple in everybody's home. But I feel like they call it a hair pomade, but it's like a grease. And this one has needle, rosemary in it, coconut oil, sage, alfalfa, um, uh, uh, what's this other stuff that I like? Bergamot and chlorophyll. And so this is one that I have used for years. I even tell mothers who have babies with cradle cap, people with dandruff, they have locks. This has helped me, like uncontrollable dandruff. This is great. So it is a grease, but it doesn't make my scalp go crazy. I don't know why. like
Okay.
some of the oils. I don't know what it is. The other one I like is the Groganics. And now this Groganics has the DHT blocker to keep your hair from falling out and strengthening your hair. And it's the Hair Grow and Wild. So I will use it, especially when you have braids. And if you ever have those little bumps on your scalp, like where the scalp feels inflamed or tender, I put this on and it just calms it down. So I'm still about that grease life, y'all.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go in for another round of twists on Friday, so I'll let you know how it goes.
Let me know how it goes, lady. Let me.
Okay, thanks so much.
You are awesome, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Okay, you too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Let's see. So let's get. Hold on, Kaja. I'm gonna take you out, and we're gonna get with our next person who has a question. Now that I got it, we in the house. So if you guys want to come on here, we are on Zoom. You can go to askfelicia.com and register and show up to ask your questions. So let's see. Renee Hayward, are you ready? Or are you on the phone? Okay, we got two phones. Okay. So Renee, are you there? Can you hear me? I'm gonna ask you. I think you're muted. And if you're not ready to talk, I can come back to you because you may have been sitting there for a little while. Are you there?
Yes.
There you are. You want to come on camera? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna change it and get you over here. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. And then I'm gonna send you a request to come on camera. Should be there. And while you're coming on, I have a couple of questions that I see here on Instagram. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't mean to ignore you, but definitely if I don't see a question, come on over, askfelicia.com and register and can jump on the Zoom live. Renee, are you there?
Yes.
Did you start your camera? Should have
Yes.
asked you.
Um,
Yeah, it's not letting me
Share
on it. So
screen.
it might around the bottom, around the mute area, does it say start or stop video?
Let's see.
Uh,
I'm not start video.
there you are.
There we go.
Hey, you might have
Hello.
to wipe your lens off. It looks like maybe a smudge or something. Like take a little cloth and wipe it.
Let's see.
Yeah, you might take like a cloth and wipe it.
Just
Wipe the front, your front camera, not the back, but the front one. Yeah, there we go. I see you. Hey,
no.
all right. So let's talk about your natural hair. How long you been natural?
Um, Probably about 7 years. But
Okay,
I cut it and then let it grow and cut it and let it go.
this
So
is what's happening to me right now.
yeah. So for the last few years, I've just been letting it grow, but it's really dry. I'm type 4, but now I'm getting a lot of gray. So I
Mhm.
wanted to find out what type of color that maybe I could use for type 4.
Well, okay. So, if you want to color your hair, okay. So first of all, and hey, somebody in Egypt saying hello. Okay. So first of all, if you're going to embark on coloring, just know you gotta keep it up.
Okay.
You gotta keep going with it. It's crazy because it seems like the hair gets grayer after you've tried to color over it. And so and you're really not supposed to color your hair like every like 4 to 6 weeks. But with gray hair, it'll pop up in like 2 weeks. So what you'll probably end up doing is taking one of those little mascara wands. And if you see one gray pop up, instead of you coloring it and like damaging your hair or drying it out, just take a little bit of that mascara wand. Or they have like these little, it's like a looks like a lipstick, but it's an edge color stick, and then fill it in that way until it's time for you to actually color all of it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
my color of choice for you would either be beiging, which is a henna. It's Bigen. And I think the color you want is going to be
18.
58 or 59 is the number. 58,
Okay.
59.
Beijing. Okay. 15.
Bej or Gen, Begen. And it's a henna and it lasts longer. It stays on long and it's natural. It's a henna.
Okay, great.
Now, but if
Great.
you want something, if you feel like, oh, henna's a little messy, I don't really feel like that, then you can get the nature tint. It's spelled Naturtint. And you can
Okay.
order it on Amazon. You can find it at Whole Foods, Sprouts, Nature
Oh,
Tint.
okay.
Um, and whatever you do, the Nature Tint is good because it's a vegetable dye, it's liquid. But if you start playing around with like colors like this color here, or like stay away from the reds because it's gonna make your gray hair look really, really red, orangey.
Okay.
So make sure if you're gonna color it dark, color like a natural black or a natural brown. Don't fool with anything that says mahogany and chestnut. It sounds so pretty, but after a while, the sun's gonna change it, and the gray hair will take it, it'll eat it up, and it makes it look really strange, like a weird orange color.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you so very much.
You're,
Truly appreciate you.
you're
And
welcome.
I've been watching you from the beginning. So I'm
Oh,
glad to
thank
finally have the
you.
courage to come on.
Yay! Yes, thank you so much. And I'm
Thank
hoping
you.
I'll be here. I got to be really transparent with y'all. I am starting season 5 of Insecure next month, and so it's gonna probably, hopefully, we won't work weekends, but if we do, you won't see me. It'll
Well,
switch.
great. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. But I'm here, Renee. So let me know how it goes.
I,
Whichever color you decide to use.
I will. Thank you so much. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
So let's get Renee to, there you go. All right. And Carol Dix, you ready to come in? Carolyn, I shortened your name. I'm so sorry. Caroline Dix. Caroline Dix, can you hear me? I think you're muted. There you go. Caroline, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Do you want to come on the camera or just stay like this?
Oh, no, just stay like this. I had a question about oils infused with garlic and onion.
Oh, yeah. So have you tried to make your own, or you found some that already has it in there?
No, I bought some that had it in there. And then I was figuring I could do this myself. And I like it wasn't too oily, but the smell is a little,
It's a lot strong, right?
yeah.
Yeah, you probably would, if you made it yourself, you could probably control the odor better by using like lavender and eucalyptus and different things like that. I like oils that are made with garlic and onion because I know what garlic and onion can do, especially on the scalp, and how the process of it, how it really does help with the proteins. It's kind of like a protein treatment for the hair. And even for people who feel like their hair, they're protein sensitive, it's not too much. And it helps to fertilize the follicle and help the hair to grow. So product that has like all three of those combinations, like a oil, garlic, and onion is pretty good. I would try it. And I think I actually have a couple here, but if I were you, I would put it in one section of my hair and keep putting it in that same section and just see over time if you notice or feel it getting thicker.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that was so easy. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye. Okay, so now let's go to, I don't want to say your name wrong. Is it Katia? Katia, you there?
I'm here.
How are you?
Good. We actually talked a couple months ago. It's
Oh,
Kente.
Kente, yes.
Yes.
Let me take, oh, Caroline, I hope I don't disconnect you, but if I do, come right back in. I'm going to try to, I don't want to, no, that's weird. Anyway, okay. Oh, she got off. Okay. What's going on, Kente? Talk to me.
Well, I just had a couple questions. I also want to follow up with you for something private because we talked about my hair for my wedding, but I had a couple questions, kind of a follow-up of the last question about the garlic and onion oil. And so mostly it's sort of a general, how long should you try a hair product before you, figure out if it works or not?
That's a good question. How long should you try a hair product before you know if it works? I always tell people that it's 3 to 6 months that you should use it because it takes your hair, your body, anything going on inside of you or outside of you, at least 90 days to realize something different is happening. Because a lot of times we'll start stuff and we're not be consistent, so it's hard for the body to always know, like, is this the real, are we really doing this now, and the trust that you are doing something different. So by the 90-day mark, the body's like, okay, we're doing this, cool, 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 I'm with it. 6 months gives you that extra 90 days, that extra time to really see the progress, if it's changed or not. But if it's something like a conditioner or a hair product, you'll know right away, of course. But if you're
Right.
talking about things that grow your hair, make the hair thicker, or longer, any of that, it at least takes you about, I'd say, 3 months, 6 months, and then a year, depending on your growth cycle.
Okay. And then if you I guess the only exception is if it seems like it's actually doing damage, you should stop using it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You're not going to keep messing with something that's jacking you up at all.
Okay.
Because as we know, everybody can't eat peanuts. Everybody can't drink orange juice. Some people are allergic to stuff. So everything is not for everybody.
So
So
do you wait the 90 days though to give it a chance, or
well,
do
if
you?
it's damaging you, you're going to know right away, because
Okay.
the body is amazing. The intelligence of the body is incredible, because if it doesn't like something, you will know ASAP, LaRue. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, you will know. It won't take any time. Just like, why do I have this bald spot?
Right.
Like, what happened? You know what I mean? And it
Okay.
happened in 2 months.
Oh, okay.
So you'll know if your hair or skin or whatever it is does not like what you're doing. And you'll
Okay.
change it. That's why I always say, though, you guys, start in one small area, like an area of your hair where maybe you have the most hair, and just fool with it for a couple weeks. Make sure it doesn't itch. Make sure you don't have flakes or anything strange happens before you kind of put it all over.
Okay. And consistency, I would imagine, is also a big part of making sure things are working out,
You
right?
have to. You have to. Consistency is the number one. That's what we are calling a regimen. A
Right.
regimen is consistency. It's how you do it, when you do it, the same way, the same time each time. So
Okay.
yes. Hmm.
Oh, and my second question is more about the rice rinse that was mentioned a couple of times. I am not familiar, and I was wondering if you could maybe explain what to do for that, and who's it most beneficial for. My hair is, I don't know, it's kind of different textured, but up top it's thin and fine, and just it's kind of fine all over, but curly, has a good curl. So I'm just wondering, is that something for everybody, and how the process of doing the rice rinse?
Yes. Okay. So I'll tell you that. And also, I just want to recognize on Instagram, Healthy Bump Club. It's cute. I think it's a pregnant women's club. I could be wrong. She says that hair, skin, the vagina, and the bowels are the true tellers of
Oh,
what is when your body doesn't like something. And I am all the way, yes, you are 100% right on that, Healthy Bump Club. Okay. So where we getting back to your second question? What was it again?
the
The
rice
rice
rinse.
water, the rice water rinse is basically, and I always tell women to Google it, just so you know, because everybody kind of does it different. But basically, what it is you are rinsing the rice or boiling the rice, and there's water that's left that's collected, right? So you may not boil the rice all the way down to where the water is evaporated, but you rinse it and boil it a little bit, to where you see all of the it's the amino acids that start to float up off the
Oh,
rice, and you put it in a spray bottle, set it down overnight, let it ferment, and that's really going to make it like a probiotic for your scalp.
oh,
So it helps to balance the pH, it helps the amino acids, it helps the protein of the hair, of the cuticle and the cortex and the follicle of your hair. And women have been studied for using it every time, like maybe I think they do it like once a week when they shampoo their hair,
mhm.
and their hair starts to become stronger, healthier, longer, and shiny. And I've used it on clients and noticed the shine immediately. Now, a lot of Asian women have used this. Okay. A lot of Asian women have used this, but check this out. The growth cycle for Asian hair is like 10 to 1 for us. They like their hair grows 10 times faster than our hair
Oh,
grows. But I do know some women of color who've been tried and true to the rice water rinse, and they are still having the same growth spurt as other women have.
okay,
So it is effective. Mhm.
okay.
And
And
Rock with Ray is saying, doesn't matter which type of rice. No, it doesn't matter which type of rice. I don't think you're going to get it from brown rice, because I don't know how they make brown rice, and not all brown rice is true brown rice, but white rice is more effective.
okay. So just let it ferment overnight, and then does it need to be changed frequently, or is it
Yeah,
just literally a spray on? Like, don't make a whole bunch at once because
I
you
would
need
make
to change it
enough
out?
to last. And you could keep in the refrigerator. I wouldn't
Oh,
make enough to last for at least 3 or 4 washes shampoo.
okay,
But I'm also tell you, when it's bad because it has this funky odor that comes from it that smells like rotten eggs. If
okay,
you smell any of that, throw it out and start over.
okay.
Mhm.
Is it good for scalps that may be suffering from alopecia or thinning?
I would say that there's not been a difference in terms of like, oh, if you have alopecia or thinning, don't do it or do it
Okay,
more. It's hair. It's this particular thing is really about the follicle, the cuticle, and the amino acid building of the hair. So it's
okay,
more like a vitamin for your
okay,
hair. A topical vitamin for your hair
okay,
and scalp. Mhm.
right.
Yep.
And
And so you can spray it on, leave it on for like 20, 30 minutes before you shampoo your hair. And then rinse it out, shampoo, do your thing. And each time you shampoo, you can use it.
all right. Thank you for answering my questions.
No problem. And I think I have to let you hang up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's how
I'll
it.
get back. I'll get back in.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So Nanika. Oh, what a pretty name. Um, Nika. Here we go. Nanika, you ready to come on? Are you there? Or is it Nika? Is it Nanika or Nika?
Hi, it's Anika.
Anika,
Yes.
beautiful.
Hi.
How are you? Do you want to come on the camera or stay just here?
I'll just stay right here today.
Okay.
um, I actually that was my cousin Kente that you just talked to, and we
Oh,
have a lot of the same similar questions. And I was actually telling her we were feeding each other over text. But my one question though that was different, I asked about black tea rinses and herbal rinses. Is there one that's more recommended than the other, or and you and I actually had a consultation together as well. So so we're just following up on some things.
so the black tea rinse is supposed to be better for hair than green tea.
Okay.
And I think it works similar to the rice water rinse. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, where it pretty much is building the cortex of the hair. It is acting as like an amino acid for the hair and a keratin treatment for the hair. And that doesn't mean when I say keratin treatment, it's not a straightening. Keratin is already built into the hair. So the black tea is said to actually also bring out as it's like a detox for your hair
Okay.
and scalp as well. So, and like I said, the studies that I've seen, it was black tea over green tea when it comes to
Okay.
it works better. And it
I
makes it
did try.
soft and it keeps it from shedding. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, no, no. I would, I guess in my experience would second that. I did try the green tea because the two that I've read said that both are supposed to help with shedding, but I noticed more irritation with the green tea than the black tea. But I'm glad to know that the black tea is something that could be, or that you would recommend. I don't
Hmm.
know. Would you recommend?
Yep, the black,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. I would never really tell anybody to use green tea if they were going to do a tea rinse.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's effective at all.
And then my final question is with the products that you recommended. So I've been using the Elodia, and you recommended that to me. And I'm finding that with the gel, my hair is feeling like drying, and so maybe I just need to stay away from that and use more of the cream, because I do a double strand twist, but I'm just still noticing a
Oh,
lot of shedding.
yeah. So a lot of shedding
Yes,
or a lot of
yeah.
dryness, or is it
It,
dryness causing the shedding actually?
well, so when I use the gel and I kind of do the comb through, like
Mhm.
the raking it, I have a lot of hair that comes out in my hand. So I
Okay.
stopped using the gel, but then doing more of the cream based,
Mhm.
um, and it's soft and it's helping. But I guess my main issue is just the shedding. So I'm just wondering if I should avoid either
Uh,
both of those. And
well, I think your hair is shedding for a different reason.
okay,
But I don't know. But I'm just intuitively feeling like your hair may not be shedding from the product necessarily, but
something else.
what is your deep condition? How often are you doing your deep conditioning?
So I bought all of the Alodia. So I do the deep condition. So she has the mask. I do that after my black soap shampoos, and I do that every once a week.
That conditioner is so great.
It is good. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, because I feel like where do you live?
I live in Las Vegas.
Okay. So I have found, I'm going to say something that's kind of going to sound creepy to y'all, but I'm just going to tell you straight up. We're Because we're in a pandemic, a lot of restaurants and things are closed.
Mhm.
And because of that, this is going to trip y'all out, but because of it, the rats and the all the whatevers are running
Mm.
around in the water system looking for food, and that's where they're living. And I feel
Okay.
like the water has been treated a little
Mm.
bit harder than usual because
Okay.
there's more people using water at home. We're not out, we're not doing our day-to-day things that we do. Because I'm telling you now, I notice the water is different. I'm in Los Angeles. My skin
Mhm.
feels like alligator skin, and I
Yes.
use like
So much
butters and
so.
everything. I don't know
Mhm.
what's going on. And so I was just between Hawaii and the Bahamas, and I felt the difference in those two places, but I didn't feel
Yeah.
like I do here. I'm itchy.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if your water, because
Yeah.
so I noticed in the wintertime the water is so much harder on our hair. I'm wondering if the water is too drying for your hair and
Drying.
causing it to shed.
Okay. That is true. We do hear that in Las Vegas the water's really bad. Should I do rinses with bottled water, like
Yeah,
distilled?
get you the distilled water that comes like the Arrowhead and the big jug,
Mhm.
and try
Okay.
that and see if
Okay.
that is gonna changes, because I feel like it's the water. I really do. I really do.
Okay.
But also Alodia makes a leave-in conditioner, that you, a hair cream. So maybe
Okay.
use that instead of the gel, or there's
The mousse.
LRC leave-in. I don't want you to have to buy a whole bunch of products, but the ones that I'm talking about are really good, and they generally work well with the hair and the strength of the hair. So there's this
Okay.
LRC leave-in that's really good. There's also Curls Blueberry Bliss leave-in that I like as well too. So maybe
Okay.
do some leave-ins more during this time of the year. And right now with this whole pandemic and the water being different, I don't trust it. So any of you guys going through stuff with your hair out there and you've never had it before, I honestly think it's because we're on lockdown. They're having to treat the water a little bit harsher, putting more things in it, because it's being recycled, of course. And so it's really taking a toll on us, skin and hair. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Felicia.
You are welcome. And hope
Well,
to talk to you soon.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
Um, All right. So we have like 30 minutes left. Let me answer a couple of questions here on Instagram. I don't even know if you guys are still with me. Hair and makeup by Alina. You want to know how many days to leave the water to ferment? Just one day for the rice water overnight is easy. Rock with rock what's rock with Ray mentions that we can use citrus peels to help with the odor of some of the products that we are making at home. That's really great advice. Thank you. And Adama Maranama, girl, you're going to have to help me with this name. Adama Maranama. Okay. You heard that Viviscal hair vitamins is good. And what are my thoughts? Okay. I used to really be on Viviscal. Viviscal was used back in the day with the models who would like do runway and their hair would get ripped out and all these things would happen. And my friend Tamiko Frazier told me about this because she was a runway model. And she said Viviscal was the thing that everybody used to bring their hair back. So I got curious about it some years ago, got a hold of it, and started people on Viviscal, and it worked really well. It's not cheap, but it does work well, and you do have to keep using it to see the effects of it. So yes, Viviscal is pretty good. If you guys start doing hair vitamins, make sure you drink a lot of water, because a lot of times the vitamins won't be effective or your skin will break out because you don't have enough hydration in your body. You have to drink a lot of water when you're fooling with a hair vitamin. Olaplex. Yes, Olaplex is pretty good. Some people have allergic reactions to Olaplex, but overall, I would say 7 out of 10 people, it has worked very well to coat the hair, make it stronger, and keep it from shedding, especially if you have color, blonde color. Olaplex is great for that. All right, so let's get into some more questions while we got a little bit more time left. And what's up, Legos? I see you. Oh, what do I recommend for dry scalp and dandruff? Y'all are coming with the questions today, and I think I have 19 Q&As here too. Ooh, Mary and Dean, I'm gonna bring you in, so get ready. Let me answer a couple more questions really quickly. What do I recommend for dry scalp and dandruff? Okay, now dry scalp is one thing, dandruff is something else. So you have to identify which one you have. Dry scalp, you put a little oil on it. You know, we talked about oils. We talked about Nature's Blessing, which is great for dry scalp, and it's pretty good for dandruff. You can find it on Amazon. I think it's like $7, Nature's Blessing. But if you have dandruff, Usually, dandruff is an internal situation that is coming out. So, dandruff is an indicator that you have a more acidic body pH than you should, which means you're eating sugar or possibly dairy, cheeses and things like that, creams, um, or fried foods will cause dandruff, but sugar really will get you, especially if you're drinking juice, soda, liquor. So dandruff can be controlled, but it's gonna be through diet. Don't nobody want to change their diet. It's hard, especially when we're on a pandemic. We want to eat the cake, right? We do. I get it. I've been struggling. But if you're going to food with sugar, make sure you're drinking a lot of water or else you're going to deal with the dandruff. And think about it. You have 5 months where you are literally on sugar. October, Halloween. November, Thanksgiving. December, Christmas. January, New Year's. February, Valentine's Day. And in all of that, y'all will be like, I don't celebrate those holidays. That's fine. But guess what? A whole lot of people did, and they had babies. So everybody's got a birthday in these months. Wintertime is the highest number of birthdays ever. So you got cake, 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 cake. So just be mindful of the sugar intake during this time. All right. So let's get into some questions. Marion Dean, are you there? You there, Marion
I'm here.
Dean?
Yes, can you hear me?
Come on the camera.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, I'm going to promote you and bring you in. Send you a request.
Oh, wait, I have to start my video. Here we go.
Oh, hold on. I think I messed you up. Hold on. Let me bring you back. Where'd you go? Marion Dean. I'm going to find you. There you go. Okay.
Unmute.
I can hear you. Okay, so now
Okay.
I'm going to promote you. We're going to do this again.
All right. Now I'm going to start my video.
Hold on.
Oh, you disabled it.
And now you can do it. There you go.
Okay. All right, there we go. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi. Good. Good. Good afternoon. I'm still in bed.
Listen, I want to be. I do.
Saturday, my day off. My question is, my hair looks crazy, but I have a spray color on, but my hair is like yours, where it's all gray, missing a little bit from the top, and I've been having a receding hairline. I don't know if you can see that.
I see a
Probably from where the parting, but really dry. Same like you. I deep conditioning, oils, creams, whatever. It's just dry. I changed up the styler slightly, so I kind of go back and forth from Melanin Hair Care and Kinky Curly or Camille Rose, which seems to work the best.
Okay.
And then I've tried a little bit of the pattern leave-in, and I use it with the same gels. That works. I don't know so much about their gel. It seems a little hard.
Okay.
But what do I do to make it less dry?
Less dry. I know. It's like, man, it wasn't. So, you know what's interesting, y'all, is that as soon as we hit that winter time, you feel it. Lips
It's crispy,
dry,
everything.
I usually start on my lips first. My lips
I have peeling.
super dry.
Are you dehydrated? I'm wondering if I'm just really dehydrated.
And I drink so much water, but yeah, it's the
I see. I know.
It's the winter months. So the best thing for you guys to do during the winter months is steam treatments.
Okay, I haven't done that before.
Steam treatments. Get you a steamer and steam your hair every week. It is going to change your life. And my favorite conditioner for the steam treatment would either be the LRC potion.
Okay.
LRC potion or the Alodia. This is her deep conditioning mask, and it's a cream.
Okay.
And this
Alodia. Okay.
the life of your hair. It's so good. Yeah. And I was telling you guys, like, I have a discount code for the Alodia. It's Felicia in capital.
Okay.
20. Yeah, Felicia 20, and that will give you a discount. So this or either the potion by LRC, sit under that steamer, and that's the only thing that you can truly do right now, because It's the weather and the water, and it's crazy because we're in the inside, but it's almost like your whole house knows it's winter.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm super dry. One other question, actually, two other questions. So I've been spraying my hair with like L'Oreal spray color in the front.
Mhm.
And I heard you mention to the other lady to try a natural hair color. Now, when I can, I would go see the hairdresser. She would color it with like a permanent black hair dye
Okay.
because I don't like the gray. Um, and then still spray it when it starts growing out every 2 weeks. Can
Mhm.
I do a natural dye at home and still do like L'Oreal spray like once the gray starts popping up?
Yeah, you can do that. Now let me back up a little bit now.
Okay.
I believe you can do that, but it needs to be tested because I don't
Okay.
know what the chemical is in the
That's
spray,
what I was wondering.
chemical, or the henna you use for the color. And I
Okay.
don't want your scalp to get itchy and weird.
Yeah,
So
because my
that's,
scalp is sensitive. Okay.
how long have you been using the spray? How many months?
Months, years. I've been using it since it came out. I was like,
Okay. So then that's a little okay. Okay. So yeah, I don't know.
okay. I'll have to try it. Yeah, because I've been when I can, I get my hair pressed and then she colors it and then she cuts it, and I haven't had it cut for a while. And then that was my final question because I heard you talking about knots. I've been getting knots all of a sudden, like
Yeah.
out of nowhere, just knots, 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 knots.
Mhm.
Do I have to cut my hair? Is that what I heard you say?
No, you have to get your Felicia Leatherwood detangler brush.
Oh, okay, I have one of those. Okay.
And,
That lady in the town.
and you have to take your hair in small sections when it's wet with
Okay.
conditioner on it and really detangle it, starting at the bottom, working your way back up to the scalp.
Okay.
Do that and then twist that hair. Right?
Oh, okay.
Twist it big with the conditioner in it. Go to the
Okay.
next section, do the same thing. And when you go to rinse out the conditioner, leave the twist in and just
Okay.
rinse it and squeeze out the excess water and conditioner.
And that'll help get rid of the knots. Okay.
It's going to help you not feel like you got to cut off all your hair.
Okay.
And what you're going to do is you're going to trim just what's on the end of that twist.
Okay.
Okay,
Do
until you
that.
get to your lady, you just gonna take off just a little bit.
Okay. Got it.
Okay,
I can do
because
that.
we're getting those knots because we're laying around, we're not really doing our hair like that. We
Exactly.
do all this and this, and we lay back down, we put a hood on, we put a scarf on, and we're sweating and whatever. So the hair is just like kind of like getting.
Got it. Okay.
So
All
you
right.
detangle it and then just give yourself a mini trim until you can see
Mini
your
trim.
lady.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
You are so welcome. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yes, we'll do.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Stop.
Okay, so how we doing out there, y'all? Let me answer a couple of questions here. What's going on, Curl Pop? Love you. Gino Brooks in the house. And how do you spell sodium? I don't know that question because you spelled it. So that's that's how you spell it. Uh Now Bonita Lee 18 says she has been steaming every week and finally hair is not crunchy. Yes, Bonita, trying to tell y'all about the steam treatments. The steam treatments are everything. And usually for the steam treatment, I think you steam for like 18 to 20 minutes and get full benefits in your hair. And you can feel it. It's also going to make your twist outs and your washing goes pop so much and be so beautiful. Hey lady, my hair is growing. Yes. So Zoe Goldhart wants to know, could you explain the importance of the overhead hair dryer? Zoe, great question. What is the importance of the overhead hair dryer? Okay, so what happens is when you put your wonderful conditioner in your hair and it's sitting on top, but the hair is wet, and you sit under the dryer, the cuticle is open, right? So when the cuticle of the hair is open because it's wet and you put that wonderful conditioner in there and then you sit under the dryer, it just bakes it in, y'all. It just gets it right in there. It bakes it in. The hair starts to drink it up. It loves it. It's making it healthy and stronger and feel good and shiny. And the hair is just able to live. It's almost like if you steamed your face or you went and got a facial or a massage. This is what you're doing for the hair. You're creating a greenhouse effect. So the conditioner, a bag, and a hooded dryer, this is like paradise for the hair. So that's why the hooded dryer is so great when you're doing your deep conditioning treatments. All right. Um, and then we have Nisha's View. From Nisha's View, any advice on keeping locks moisturized? Yes, I actually love spray moisturizers. I when my locks, and I'm going to return to this when my finally get my locks again, the LRC leave-in conditioner. I would do this and I would run it down my locks because I remember my locks when they touched my face, I would break out. And so I had to be really careful and I wanted them softer. So I would use the LRC leave-in and it's been around for that long. It's been around for a while. Congratulations, LRC, for hanging in there. And then I would spray it with the bling spray, which I believe is like a coconut oil with some olive oil and there's something, a jojoba oil in here. And so I would spray it, and this would help to seal in the leave in moisture, Nisha. And so that's how I worked mine out. You might want to cocktail another kind of way with a leave in that you might like, and a few drops of oil, you know, in your hand, and then just use the praying hands and go down your locks. But the oil is going to help seal the moisturizer onto the lock. So that's how you do that. All right, questions. What we got? We got about 15 minutes left. Hey, Paula. Paula wants to know where you get a good hair steamer. I'm going to suggest that you go on to sallysbeauty.com and put in hair steamer. They have an array of hair steamers and you can choose the one you want depending on your budget. Um, and or you can go to Amazon. We all need a check from Amazon because that's all we do is talk about Amazon all day long. All right. Kiki, are you there? You want to come and talk to us? Are you still around, Kiki? You want to
Yes.
come on camera?
Yes, you can.
All right. Let me bring you. Give me 1 second to make this happen. Kiki.
They say you
There you
have.
go. You should be able to click in. There you are. Oh, you're so beautiful. Hi, Kiki.
Hello, I'm from France, so my English is not so fine.
My French is in and typical. Oof, terrible.
I saw you the first time at the Hair Natural Academy in Paris.
Yes, we. Yep.
Okay, so I'm so happy because we don't have the same time. It's very, very late from at my place.
Yeah, it's like it's 11, 10 or 11 there now, PM,
Is 11. No, is the 11.
something like that, or close to midnight maybe.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first question I have is that I gave birth to my third child last August, and I'm the kind of person who doesn't do much thing on my hair. I don't do protective style. It's always braid out or twist out.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime I do something, I will lose my hair at the front. I
Mm,
don't know whether you can see.
I see it. It's thin right on the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it.
So
Now,
I don't
wait,
understand.
when did
Yes.
you have your baby? Your last.
Last August. So is
So
4 months.
did you lose hair on the edges a little bit after you had your baby? Do you
I'm
notice?
start I'm starting losing hair
Yeah.
like maybe 2 weeks ago. And for my second child, I lost many hairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And it usually takes 1 to 2 years to come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my second child is 2 years, and the last one is 2 months, the 3 months. So maybe that's why.
Yep, that'll do it. Now, one of the things that I have been using, let's see, it's here. I
One
noticed.
thing, I purchased your brush, your brush with the best.
Yeah,
I have it. Yes.
yay, thank you. I'm so glad about that. Thank you. Okay, so this here, because are you breastfeeding?
Yes.
So you can't use like, you have to be careful what you put on your hair, you don't want to
Okay.
go into the bloodstream. But this
Okay.
is Edge Entity. It's a follicle stimulator, and I noticed that this one here is really good for
Okay.
bringing back the edges. And I
Okay.
feel like when I use it, even on other people, I can see the difference in like pretty fast, in like a month.
Okay.
In like a month, I can see if the hair is trying to grow. And so it's edgeentity.com.
Is it available in France or on
Uh-huh.
Amazon
I believe
or?
they send it. Yep, they'll send it to you. Can somebody actually
Okay.
put this in the chat? Edgeentity.com. Let me see. I don't know
Okay.
if you guys can
Okay.
that.
Age. Okay.
Entity.com. And this stuff has been working. And it's a cream. So you just put a little, but you rub it in. Thank you, Alexandra. You rub it in really good. Get it in there. And daily use. And you
Okay.
should see a difference, because if nothing else, you want to make sure you're strengthening that area.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
usually that the hair does that after pregnancy.
And I have gray hair since
I see it. It's pretty.
like 3 years. Yes. Like I was a child. I had
Oh
gray
wow,
hair.
yeah.
Yeah. My second question is that I want to know what is the importance of deep conditioning, because what I love to do is pre-poo. So I will do like I will take care of my hair before going to the shampoo, and after the shampoo I will do the conditioning, and
Mhm.
after the conditioning I will go straight to the how do you call it, applying cream and do my twist. But I don't know really the importance of deep conditioning, so I don't apply any max anything on my hair
Well, as long
after
as
after the conditioner.
so the deep conditioning, what happens is the hair goes through a lot before you get to the shampooing part. Usually we sweat, and then that's sodium or salt from the sweat on the scalp, so our hair gets dry. And then we have product buildup. And then you have oils, that the sebum
Mm,
from the scalp. So all of these things create dirt, and it attracts that oil. That oil on the scalp attracts more of the dirt and debris out in the open. So when you're shampooing your hair, you're getting rid of everything. If you pre-point it, you're actually softening the hair to get it ready to be cleansed of and stripped of everything. So once you do that, the deep condition is supposed to rebuild it. Everything you've gotten rid of, it's now taking and putting the good stuff in, and it's building it stronger. So imagine that you're getting dressed. It's cold outside, right?
yes.
You got your underwear on, then you put your clothes on, and then you need a coat. You're not going to go
Yes.
outside without the coat. So deep conditioners, leave-in conditioners, things like this, even oils that seal, they're like the coat. They help to kind of wrap the hair back up and get it back together and make it stronger and feel like it's hydrated and feel like it can handle what it's about to go through in terms of styling. So that's what the deep conditioner does. It just gives it a little bit more strength after you've stripped everything out.
So what is it to deep condition? Is it like to just apply conditioner, or is it hair mask? I don't get it.
Good question. And it really depends on the company you ask.
Ah,
Because
okay.
some companies will take a product and put the best of everything in it and call it a deep conditioner or a hair mask,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
then some companies will just simply take a regular conditioner and also say, oh, it's a deep conditioner here.
Okay.
So it just really depends. My best gauge on what a good deep conditioner is what's in it.
Okay.
So if I'm in the store sometimes or I'm online, I might turn over and say, "Oh, what's in the regular conditioner?" Okay, well, what's in the deep conditioner? And I compare it. Oh, it's got this, but this one doesn't have it. Okay. Sometimes they have the same thing. They just move the directions around. They move the ingredients around, but it's the same thing
Okay.
on both. And I'm like, you
Okay.
know,
Okay. So I have to read on the.
it's deep conditioning when you leave it on longer than 15 minutes.
Okay, and I have to do the steamer, the steaming or steamer. I don't know how to
Either
say
you
it.
can do once or twice a month. It really
Okay.
softens the hair. It really is nice for the hair.
Okay. And can you tell me what kind of gel can work for 4C hair? Because my three kids are mixed. They are, is it the right word? They are mixed, like their father is a French and I'm a Black woman. So is it mixed? You say in English?
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
So as for the gel, it's okay on their hair. But as for my own, the 4C,
Yeah.
it doesn't paste. No, it's not paste. It doesn't do
No,
it like,
doesn't keep it because when you pour
yes.
C and you're trying to slick your hair, it works better when you do it the day before because you can tie it
Ah,
down.
okay. Okay. I
Because when
hear.
you wet 4C and you put gel on it and you try to just go out, it's trying to shrink. And when it's
Yes.
trying to shrink, it's not staying smooth.
The wave.
So it's better to do it the night before, tie it really good. That way in the morning it's smooth.
Okay.
Or or sometimes you have to do a ponytail inside of a ponytail. Do you know what I mean? So you would take and part around this part, leave this out, and then take this part, slick it, make a ponytail, and then bring the edge
Oh,
over
okay.
that to make it a proper ponytail. Um,
Okay.
the one that I like to use, it's not here. It's called hair gummy. Hair gummy. I don't know where it is. I got stuff all over the house from packing and unpacking,
Okay.
like packing everything. But hair gummy is the one that I found that really bring it in and really slick the hair up.
Agami.
Yes, here
Okay.
I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna try to put it in here for everybody. Hair gummy.
I think you said it on a website and I bought it also. I think.
Yeah, but it's thick, and you want to make sure. I like to use it when my hair is like wet, wet, wet. Well, not just my hair, other people's hair, because I'm just getting hair. But yes, I like to use it when the hair is wet, and I just posted a hair gummy by Phonex, and I like to.
Was it something like that? I just received it from
Oh, this is
Amazon.
different. It's
I
maybe they take
just
the
I,
package.
I just received it from Amazon.
Yeah. Okay. Is that the maximum hold? I believe.
Uh, don't know.
I can't tell by, I don't know, but this is a new one. I never saw
They
this.
said
This one says wax.
yes.
I don't know. I never used the wax. I only used the gel.
Okay.
It says, I mean, is there a way you can put the phone down and open it so I can see inside? Because
Okay.
a wax and a gel is different.
Wait a moment.
No problem. Yeah, wax
Easy.
is different. Hey, twin mama fat. Yes, pony inside a ponytail. What's a good brand for swimmers? Is that, yeah, that's a little different from the gel, but
Okay.
it might work good. Yeah, that's not the same. The one
Okay.
I have is comes in a tub and it's a hair gummy gel.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. A maximum hold. Um, okay, GM wants to know what brand is good for swimmers with natural hair. Okay, we'll talk about that in 1 second. All right. So Kiki, get the gummy gel for your hair and do the ponytail within the ponytail. Okay.
Okay.
And then do it
Yes.
the night before, and you should be able to get, like, even with the hair gummy, you'll slick the edges that are thin and take a
Mm.
brush or something, an edge brush, and slick it, and you won't even see it. Okay. This is
Thank you.
pretty. Thank you, Kiki. I look forward to seeing you
Bye.
soon. Bye-bye. Okay. Oh, it's 2:30, y'all. What should we do? 2:30. Time went so fast. I didn't even get to all the questions and everything. And then you guys were talking about swimmers and products for swimming. I know that why is it totally about to leave my mind right now? There is a company that makes shampoo and conditioner specifically for people who swimmers. I like the LRC for swimmers, by the way, especially the conditioner. I put it on, or I recommend that you put it on before going swimming because it really does coat the hair. But what is that one? It's on the tip of my tongue and I can't remember, but I will make sure I answer that. I will be back next Saturday, okay, which is what date? The 18th, the 19th? Anyway, I'll be back and I will answer more of your questions, especially the ones that I missed. Because this day went quick. I love talking about hair, but I also need to eat some food. Yes. So thank you all so much for joining me and hanging in there with me while my phone was ringing and for allowing me to be very transparent with you about my own process. So as we keep going, I'm going to try to braid my hair tomorrow. Let's see. I got a little something happening here. So we'll see what happens. But thank you all so much. And please, please, please come back and meet me next Saturday so I can answer more of your questions. There were so many great questions. I didn't get a chance to get through all of them. But y'all are awesome. And the recording will be on AskFelicia.com in the next 48 hours. All right. So anything you miss, you can just go there and find it. Y'all are the best. I missed you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.